So I was like 22, and we were.
Yeah, I was around that age for this as well, by the way.
Yeah. And I was at this like one fraternity. We were celebrating one of my friend's girlfriend's birthdays. So we were like outside in the balcony area, and we're just hanging out. You know, there were like girls hanging out with us. I was there, a couple of my buddies, my brother, just drinking, having a good time, taking vitamins and whatnot. And eventually I see this like guy was getting really like, was kind of like squaring up with one of like my good female friends, you know, like
what?
All up in her. Yeah, it was like really weird. It was
he
like
was
getting
squaring
all up in her
up.
face. Like no, like he was doing like a little bit of this, you know, like getting to her face, and I'm like, okay, that's. She seems like she could, you know, use some help. I also thought her friend was kind of cute. So, and I've never met her before. So, you know, I decided to like linger around that area.
Guys, if you watched the last pod, this was the girl that broke his heart. Anyway, continue.
So I go up, and eventually I like talk to the guy. I'm like, hey man, you know, this is a chick, you know, maybe why do you look like you're about to fight her? And the guy's like out of his mind. He's like really hammered. He's like, get out of my face, bro. And I'm like, all right, I'll get out of your face. Just let's separate you two. And I'm like kind of getting in between them and doing a little this. And the man swings at me. And I remember like as he was swinging at me, I'm like at a balcony. Like think of my left side is like the balcony. And if you could fall over, to the right side is a bunch of windows into apartment buildings. So like, you know, if you could open the window, see outside into the balcony. So that's what's on my right side. I fall back, and I remember thinking, God damn it, I have to fight now. You know, I don't want to fight. Like, I'm not in the mood. It's not my vibe. I was like very mellowed out. I was very chilled out. And I pretty much like, you know, I'm a huge dude. I swing at the dude. You know, he falls over. Then I like grab him and I like throw him through the window. You know, window shatters.
Through the window. No, wait, what?
Yeah, I throw him through a window inside someone else's room. Okay? Someone else was in that room, and he was like really...
You're saying you threw a man through a window?
Yes.
How damaged was his face?
So I didn't really see the face. But I saw the back, and the back was bloody as hell.
Wait, why did you... Wait, you went from a chill vibe to I'm gonna... Hulk throw this guy through
yeah, he hit me right, you know, like medulla oblongata was like going nuts. He's like, yo, you should be angry about this. So I got up and I'm like, okay, bam, 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 picked him up, threw him through a window. And then I started walking away, you know, like I was like, okay, I don't want to fight anymore. I'm done. Like, I really don't like fighting unless if I have to. So I start walking away. And the guy whose apartment that I threw the kid into came in and like looked at me. He's like, who did this? And I looked at him. I tell him the situation. I'm like, hey, man, this guy was trying to hit a girl. You know, I was trying to defend the girl. Girl's friend is kind of cute. My bad. I hope you understand. And like he looks at me. He's like, just get out of here, bro. I'm like, okay, for sure. So I'm downstairs. And like maybe 5 minutes later, I like go to my brother and my friends. I'm like, yo, we should probably get out of here. You know, so... we get out of there, and I see like the guy whose apartment that I threw the kid into, completely separate, is walking down like the hill as I'm walking, and has like a wooden stick. Someone has a bat, you know, and like kind of he does like one of these, like where he's like pointing it at me. You know what I mean? You know, I stood there, and he caught up to me, started swinging at me. I noticed that it was like a 8-on-2 and that I'd get my ass beat if I stayed there. So I ran away. Like, you know, fight or flight was managed properly there. So that's
Flight Mike.
Hey.
All right. Well, so we just learned that Mike threw a guy through a window. Coop, you look like you got something to say.
You're a monster. No. That's crazy.
Dude, I don't fight like unless if I have to. You know, I really don't. I'm not into.
But when you do,
you throw guys through windows.
You literally become a Marvel superhero.
No, that's just something that some swole.
Wait,
guy
oh,
would
look at
do.
Coop's shirt.
Yeah, no, oh, fuck. Yeah, it's the Hulk shirt. No, that's just some swole shit. You know how like swole people do like unnecessary shit sometimes? Like,
yeah, Mike's like thing was like, yeah, like I had to fight, so
yeah,
this guy through a window.
Yeah,
it wasn't like I just threw a quick jab, just pieced him.
Wait,
hold on. How close were you to throwing him off the balcony?
No, I made sure. That's why I threw him through the window. I wanted.
Was it like left or right? No.
Yeah, I like wanted to make sure this didn't turn it because he was drunk. You know, I had a couple of drinks. I didn't want this to turn into something where I threw him over the balcony. So
and you killed him.
Yeah, I didn't want to kill the guy.
You just wanted to give him damage to his arms or face forever because that broken glass probably was no joke.
So I eventually go back. A bunch of the dudes in the frat tell me like, "Hey, this guy is a huge piece of crap. None of us like him. You know, like he is human garbage. Both of them actually. The guy that like you threw the apartment like renter and the guy that you initially got into a fight in. So if you could come in and like file something with our like judge counsel situation, we could get him kicked out, and we would really appreciate that." So I said, "Okay, for sure." So I go back. And I tell their little council what happened, and so I snitched on the guy, but I snitched on the guy because like everyone in the fraternity hated the guy, and there's no way that they could get him out, and so eventually like he was homeless for a little bit. He got kicked out, but right before he got kicked out, he looked at me, and he like begged for mercy, and I just said get out of my face and snitched on him.
Oh my god, and snitched on him. So we got a story of Mike throwing through a window, Mike becoming the origin of FlightMike, him taking flight. We got Snitch Mike. It's great. That's a great story.
Yeah, so guys, we are capping off the giveaway to the first 40,000 subscribers that turn on our notifications for the Laced Up podcast. All you have to do to enter for a chance to win a PlayStation 5 or an Xbox Series X is subscribe, hit that notification bell. If you want to do us a favor, leave a like on the pod and let me know in the comment section down below when it's done. You'll enter for a chance to win a PlayStation 5 or an Xbox Series X.
If you're still here while the music is cued, here are 2 videos I think you are definitely going to enjoy. Make sure to click on one of them. Again, I know you're going to love it. And other than that, have a great day and peace.